Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation will cover the Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC P2238, which indicates a low voltage condition in the AF air-fuel sensor AFS Plus circuit for Honda CRV models produced between 2011 and 2016. The AF sensor is crucial because it measures the air-fuel mixture ratio in the vehicle's exhaust and sends this data to the Engine Control Unit, ECU. The low voltage condition may lead to incorrect information being provided to the ECU, resulting in suboptimal engine performance or increased emissions. We'll discuss the affected components, the potential causes of this DTC, the symptoms it may cause, and, most importantly, the troubleshooting methods to diagnose and resolve the issue effectively. Each troubleshooting step will be laid out clearly to ensure comprehensive understanding and execution. DTC P2238 refers to the AF sensor, Sensor 1, AFS Plus circuit low voltage condition. The AF sensor, also known as the oxygen sensor, plays a significant role in regulating the fuel-air mixture entering the engine by measuring oxygen levels in the exhaust gases. Its data helps the Engine Control Module, ECM, which is responsible for optimizing fuel efficiency and performance. The AF sensor, Sensor 1, is located upstream of the catalytic converter, typically placed on the exhaust manifold. Low voltage in the AFS Plus, air-fuel sensor positive, circuit indicates that the sensor is not receiving or properly transmitting enough voltage to the PCM, Powertrain Control Module, which can lead to incorrect fuel mixture adjustments and reduced engine efficiency. Several potential issues could trigger DTC P2238. The first possibility is a shorted AFS Plus wire, which occurs when the wire connecting the AF sensor to the PCM has an unintended connection to another wire or ground, causing a drop in voltage. Another possibility is a defective AF sensor itself. If the sensor is malfunctioning or damaged, it cannot send the correct voltage to the PCM. Lastly, problems may arise from the PCM itself, such as corrupted data or outdated software, which could affect how it interprets signals from the AF sensor. These issues must be diagnosed properly to determine the specific cause of the low voltage condition. The symptoms associated with DTC P2238 can significantly affect vehicle performance. First, drivers may notice reduced engine performance, as a malfunctioning AF sensor can disrupt the optimal fuel-air mixture, leading to sluggish acceleration and overall inefficiency. Another symptom is increased emissions, which may result in failing an emissions test. When the AF sensor does not function properly, the vehicle may produce more pollutants than allowed, as the ECU may not adjust fuel flow correctly. Additionally, the check engine light will likely illuminate on the dashboard, alerting the driver that the vehicle needs attention. These symptoms not only signal a need for repair, but may also lead to more extensive issues if not addressed in a timely manner. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P2238 is to ensure that the ignition switch is turned to the on position. Next, it's essential to clear the DTC using the HDS, Honda Diagnostics System. Doing this resets any stored fault codes in the PCM, allowing you to start with a clean slate. After clearing the DTC, the technician must check for any pending or confirmed DTCs in the HDS. If DTC P2238 is indicated, it confirms that the failure has been duplicated. If it does not appear, it suggests an intermittent failure. In that case, it is important to inspect for any poor connections or loose terminals, particularly at the AF sensor, the PGM-FI subrelay, and the PCM. In this step, the ignition switch must be turned to lock 0 to ensure all systems are powered down safely. Then, jump the SCS service check signal line using the HDS. This action prevents the SRS supplemental restraint system from deploying during troubleshooting. Next, disconnect the A-factor sensor, sensor 1, 4P connector, and the PCM connector C, 49P. It is important to be meticulous here and ensure the correct connectors are being handled. After that, continuity needs to be checked between the defined test points, specifically the AFS plus circuit, to ascertain whether the wire is shorted. The first test point is at the PCM connector C, 49P, specifically at position 39, identified with a red wire, and the second test is to body ground. For step 3, the first action is to reconnect the PCM connector C, 49P once again. This allows for a new measurement to be taken. After reconnecting, turn the ignition switch to the on position, I. With the ignition on, the technician must measure the voltage between the indicated test points: AF sensor, sensor 1, 4P connector number 2, the red wire, and body ground. This is an important step to check if the internal circuit of the PCM is functioning correctly. The expected voltage level during this test should be approximately 2.2 volts. If this voltage is present, it confirms that the internal circuit of the PCM is functional. If not, the PCM may require updating or a substitution with a known good PCM to complete this step. Repair verification is a crucial step in the troubleshooting process for DTC P2238. Initially, the ignition switch should be turned to the lock position, 0. Following this, all connectors that were previously disconnected must be reconnected to ensure that the vehicle systems are back in place. Once all connections are re-established, turn the ignition switch to the on position, 2. The next step involves resetting the PCM using the HDS to clear any stored DTCs, allowing the initialization of learned values. Additionally, perform the PCM idle learn procedure to help the vehicle systems recalibrate with the new sensor or component, if applicable. Finally, monitor the OBD status for DTC P2238 in the DTCs menu to check if the system indicates passed, failed, or not completed. Preventive maintenance is vital for prolonging the life of vehicle components and preventing issues like DTC P2238 from arising. Regularly checking the AF sensor and related wiring harness can help catch deterioration or damage before it leads to a DTC. It's also advisable to keep the PCM software updated. Manufacturers often release updates that improve performance and rectify known bugs or issues. Routine inspection of the wiring harness and connectors for wear, corrosion, and secure connections can prevent electrical issues that could lead to a low voltage condition. By following these preventive measures, drivers can ensure their vehicle operates efficiently and mitigate costly repairs associated with sensor failures. In conclusion, effectively diagnosing and addressing DTC P2238 involves a systematic approach to troubleshooting. It is crucial to follow each step diligently to pinpoint the issue accurately. Observing symptoms such as reduced performance and increased emissions is essential in determining whether there's an underlying problem with the AF sensor or other related components. By performing regular maintenance checks and ensuring connections are secure, vehicle owners can reduce the likelihood of encountering this issue. Lastly, addressing any identified faults promptly can maintain optimal engine function, ensuring efficiency and longevity of the vehicle. Always remember, a proactive approach is key to reliable vehicle performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.